the wish list, if you will, for these NAFTA renegotiations starting next week. We got the list of demands from the U.S. Haven't heard much from the Canadian side. What do you think should take priority? Which issues?
Well, as you know, we're going in the negotiation with our eyes wide open. We've been preparing for a long time. You would probably expect that, Minister Freeland will come in due course to Canadians with that. I won't give a scoop today, this afternoon here in Toronto. But what you might expect is that obviously Prime Minister Trudeau has been clear from day one that this is an agreement that was negotiated more than 2 decades ago. Needs modernization. Let's take the example of e-commerce. Did not even exist at the time. This is an agreement that's been in place that has been amended, 11 times already? So we're going into the negotiation confident. In a sense, we're the largest customer in the United States. We always have to remind ourselves that our trading relationship is unique in the world. We have 2 billion of goods and services every day, 400,000 people crossing our border, largest customer to the United States. So clearly, we're going in these negotiations confident, but obviously very well prepared.
Why haven't we heard more from Canada in terms of the list of demands? Is that a negotiating tactic, or is the sense here that the U.S. triggered these renegotiations, the onus is really on them to start these talks?
It's a difference in process. As you know, the USTR as a process, the fast-track authority requires certain things to be done in the United States. In our case, we've been consulting with Canadians. We've been preparing with industry, with stakeholders. I think Minister Freeland has been clear. We've been engaging with the U.S., as you know, since day one. This has been Team Canada playing, not only the Prime Minister, but federal cabinet minister, premiers, mayors, business people. Everyone has been engaged in conveying the message of the importance of this relationship. I've been saying many times, it's never been between Canada and the U.S. because the nature of our integrated supply chain makes that we make things together. The real big prize for us is how can we become more competitive together, build together, and then sell to the world. That's the real big prize.
What are Canada's so-called red lines, topics that Canadian negotiators would be willing to walk away from the table on?
Well, again, you would not expect me to get into the detail, but one thing that I can say is that obviously free market access is clear. This is an agreement that has been providing millions of good middle-class jobs. I always start with the basic. This is an agreement that for decades has been providing prosperity to both Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Millions of middle-class jobs depend on that. And I think because of the integrated nature of our supply chain, that's what makes it unique. I mean, when you look at that, you have to take what's good, see what you can modernize, and you go with that. Because today, the real challenge is how we become more competitive, sell together to the world.